Now, he brought some spice to the Big Brother house. But on Friday night, Levi Roots became the third celebrity to leave in a double eviction.
In just a moment, he's going to be giving us his opinion on his former housemates. First, though, let's take a look back at his time on the show.
It's Levi Roots!
Yeah!
Hello.
He's got something I told you I'm looking for.
How many kids you got, Levi?
8.
Hey!
Yeah!
Man alive! Levi, you probably are my daddy.
Hey guys, it's the biggest record in the country at the moment. It's from Levi and the Roots. It's called Big Brother.
Hey, big brother, I love you forever. A brother from another mother couldn't be no other.
He's at peace with the world.
When you find that special thing, you're flying without wings.
He only wants good things.
Who wants to try this omelette, Caribbean spicy omelette?
Oh, Levi!
The winners of You're Going to Be a Star are the Sexy Slayers.
And he's just a genuinely good guy.
The third housemate to be evicted from the celebrity Big Brother house is Levi.
Levi is joining us now. Morning.
Morning, Kat.
Is it weird seeing that? Is it a bit surreal? Because you've only just come out.
Yes.
To watch that, it must be a bit strange.
Absolutely. It feels a bit of bittersweet moment, isn't it? You know, there are some very sweet moments in there. And I'm meeting the guys and beginning that family sort of thing that we had together, sitting around the table and having dinner like a proper family. But then there is the game, which is the bitter part, you know, and I had to swallow that sometime, which wasn't me naturally to sort of doing that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But
What were you hoping you were going to achieve, Levi, by going into the Big Brother house? Because it's quite a challenge in many ways.
Yes, it is. Well, for me, you know, Ben, it was about the young people that had supported me for many years. You know, I think when I came out of Dragon's Den, 17 years ago, I still get so many kids that was even born when I was on Dragon's Den. I go to these schools and I see how engaged they are. They're singing the song. Kids are now writing their dissertations on my story. I go to universities and college, and it's these young people that seems to gravitate towards what I've been doing over the years. So I wanted to do it for some of these young people that don't know me really deep down, wanted to see me in a different light. And plus also discovery for myself as well.
Yeah.
As you found out, I discovered a lot. I'm not the sort of this tough Rastaman as I thought I was. And, you know, at the wink of an eye, I was bursting out crying.
Yeah, what's that about?
I know, I didn't even know that myself. I think that was a great discovery for my personal self.
Yeah, but it was so interesting just how open and honest you were, I think. And quite a few people play the game. They put on the facade and they play the game, but you felt as though you were being really open and honest. Was this something that you decided before you went in there and you went, you know what, I'm just going to be me?
No, I think, you know, one of my mantras is it's easier to be you.
Yeah.
Because, again, I'm known for being myself and going and sing a song on a show about business and enterprise. People have thought that I lost my way onto X Factor and gone to Dragon's Den, which it wasn't about music. But I wanted to be the authentic me. And I suppose going into the Big Brother house, it was another ploy of mine that I need to be me, because it's easier when you play you rather than to play someone else. So I think that was me naturally to be me. But I think with the game part of Big Brother, it doesn't allow you to be you, because you have to come out of yourself and sort of be above your own self and looking at you, maybe voting for somebody who you perhaps wouldn't have voted for because it's the game. So it was tricky for me in those moments when I couldn't be the authentic person that I am and having to vote for other people.
And there was an incredibly moving moment when Sharon said you're the housemate that inspired her the most. And I'm watching you take that information on board, Levi, and then literally break down. And then you were incredibly open about some of the struggles you've had with some of your family, what you've been through, and to hear someone like Sharon say that meant an awful lot to you.
It did, and, you know, I described Sharon in there as the mother who I had lost many years ago. She was like a mother to me within that. I think she was like a mother to everyone. She was absolutely fantastic. And when she said that about me, Ben, I just couldn't help, you know, myself in those moments, because I felt like it was my mum saying it to me. And of course, you know, when that love of a mother comes through, it completely melts you away. And I was so melted. I wasn't expecting her to say that at all. She could have chosen any one of the housemates to make a big comment like that about. And
Yes.
to choose me, you know, I just felt it all coming out. Again, it was those softer me that I didn't know of myself. I didn't know that that kind of comment would have allowed me to break down as I was. But it was the person that she was. She was absolutely fantastic and amazing.
I mean, that's the thing with her.
Thank her.
She doesn't mince her words.
No,
either.
She doesn't.
Incredibly disarming as well.
She doesn't. And one of the most brilliant things is that when she left, it's a small thing, but for me, it was a big thing. She noticed that I like to pick my tooth with a toothpick. And we never had any toothpick in the house, so I used a bit of bamboo that I had found in the kitchen.
Nice.
And I didn't know she noticed that. And before she left, she had some toothpick in her bag. And she came over to me and she says, Levi, I got something for you. And she gave me this pack of toothpick. And I thought that was so lovely because it just shows that she had noticed something about me, the details.
Always.
And it was just another melting moment that I still got them at home, this pack of toothpick.
Of course. Yeah. Don't use those ones.
I won't.
They're special ones for Mrs.
Forever,
O.
yeah.
Let's talk about a couple of the characters in there. So Louis Walsh is upsetting a lot of people. He's been letting off bombs left, right and centre.
And to me...
and having ramifications outside of the house.
Yeah.
Do you understand why people are getting a little bit sort of like fraught around Louis?
Yeah, I do, and I kind of blame myself in a retro kind of way because Louis and I formed such a great relationship. I love the guy, absolutely love Louis, because we had so much musical things in common.
Sure.
And I think because he had someone in there that was of similar age to him, that was in the music business and he could really talk to me about music. So a lot of those points, you know, that people are angry about, it was conversation with myself that he was having and we were talking about music, about his love for music and who he had worked with, who he liked and who he completely dislikes, and he made some bombs.
He did.
But it was about being honest. Because in those moments when he was telling me that, he was being honest, you know, because he was talking to me who I was being honest with him as well, too. So I really don't blame him for coming out in that way.
Do you think he knows? Do you think he's aware that he's letting these things go?
I think he did. I think he's a very clever man, Louis. You know, he's not someone who's going to say something that he doesn't know what he's saying. He's not senile or anything. He's still very sharp within his mind. And I think he just wanted to, in those moments of being in the house and having a chat with somebody who connects with him with music, he wanted to have a real conversation with me. And I think that's why some of those moments came out.
And you really connected with Ekin-Su as well. You felt quite fatherly towards
I did. I thought everyone was being unfair to Ekin-Su. I thought there was a little bit of micro-bullying going on, if you know what I mean. Not directly, but I just thought that people were picking on her for some reason. I thought people was looking at her for what she was and how she was in the house, which it was important that we all concentrated in that bubble and how we were with each other. I didn't think it was fair that people were kind of judging her on what she had done on other shows before. So I had to put a bit of a arm around her and told her that I felt like she was my daughter in some way. And when that moment comes, you really have to protect that person. So we had a lot of conversation. I was trying to really gear her up so she felt a little bit better. But those moments when her name kept being called, you know, people voting for her left, right and centre, I really felt it for her. I love Ekin-Su. I thought she's a brilliant girl. But obviously, I mean, I don't watch the other shows that she's been in. I was judging her and loving her for the moment that we were in the house.
We're nearly out of time. Will the Big Brother part of the Levi Roots story be in the Levi Roots movie? Levi, that's the Moot's going into pre-production?
Pre-production, yeah, and that's why I couldn't wait to get out because I know I've got some fantastic thing, you know, lined
Who's playing you in the movie?
Yeah, it's a Hollywood actor called Amal Amin, and he just played Martin Luther King in a movie called Rustin, and he's absolutely amazing. I'm so glad to have him because he's also British as well, but he's Jamaican British mixed together. So and he's an Hollywood actor. So.
Any idea when we might be able to see it? Have you got? Is it?
I'm looking at sort of Christmas next year. We start filming in Jamaica and then come from Jamaica, film back here, and then hopefully with the edit and everything, it will be ready.
Are you doing the soundtrack? Are you playing the music?
A bit of it, yes.
Love that. Love that. Levi, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very much indeed.
And for keeping us entertained in the Big Brother house. Who would you like to win?
I think Bradley. Bradley's like my son, whereas Ekin-Su was like my daughter. Bradley became like my son.
Bradley's the one.
I really hope he wins.
Amazing.
Thank you. Thanks for being here today.